Alright guys, so we got the data download last night. Night before that we got the reveals for Super 17, but I had a kind of busy day, so I wasn't able to cover that, but we'll cover everything here in this video. So as I predicted, all these units are coming out this Monday. They've been kind of doing that lately where they kind of release everything and then they schedule the units like 2 or 3 days ahead. It's not like kind of how it used to be where they drop the data download and then like usually it's like, oh, the data download yesterday, then the units come out tonight. But so all these units come out this Monday. So we got the new Super 17, we got the new banner unit, and then we have easy A's for both of these guys, which is very random, I would say, but I have some theories, I guess, to what this would mean. So we'll go ahead and just start off with breaking down these units since I never got to do that. So Super 17 here, he leads joined forces and target Goku, and characters who belong to Android get the 200%. They stack attack and raise defense for 1 turn. They get key 2 attack and defense 100% start a turn. They get an additional key 1 attack and defense 70% if all allies are extreme. Get an additional attack and defense 70% when performing a super. So they get a bunch of buffs, like conditional, so you really want to try to fulfill all these buffs pretty much. Perform an additional super that has a medium chance to be a super attack. Perform an additional super attack if there's a super class enemy. I wonder if these two stack. I assume they do, so like if you're going up against a super class enemy, they're going to do their first super, then for the first 4 turns they're going to guarantee double super, and then this can also go off, and then their additional from their passive can also go off, I think. We'll see. Chance to perform a crit and dodge, 17% for each attack, just attack, not super attack. Okay. Yeah, so if this does technically stack and they can quad super, the math is hard. I literally just woke up, so I can't do the math. So they would, if they do 4 attacks, if that is possible, they can go up to a 68% chance to dodge, which is almost 70%, which is really good. If not, the max they can go up with for sure with 3 attacks is a 51%, so they can basically get a high chance to dodge and a high chance to crit, pretty much. So that's pretty good. I mean, stats, however, I mean, like, I feel like after they triple super, maybe they'll be pretty okay, like, defensively. They're not gonna be, you know, eating the biggest bosses, but they'll be at like 700, 800k defense. That's not Rainbow though, so I mean, at 55% they might not be the greatest, just period, because these stats are not enough, I would say, and they don't get anything else. Like you're mainly gonna probably rely on the dodge to try to eat some of the bigger attacks, but it's fine. So fusion, able to be used when HP 70% or less, and 5 or more turns. Okay, well, this is not great. So this basically means that you're not going to be able to transform with them until at least turn 5. And if you're not at if your HP is not 70% or less, then it's going to be more than turn 5. So you're not going to get Super 17 out for a long time. Okay. Links are Brutal Beatdown, Android Assault, Shocking Speed, GT, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle. Pretty solid link set for the Android team, I think. Categories: Join Forces, Target Goku, Androids, Artificial Life Forms, Human Deeds, Power Absorption, GT Bosses. We all love that category. Battle, Fate, Fuse Fighters. So, you know, bunch of categories here that need the help and need the buffs. I feel like they should be also in Worldwide Chaos, but I don't know. Maybe they're not that big of a threat, I guess. I also just think that at least like Super 17, when he transforms, he should have big bad bosses, but that's a whole different video for a whole different theory. So Super 17, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. That's good. Greatly lowers defense, that's pointless. Key 3 attacking defense 170%, gain additional attack 170% performing a super. Okay, so he's gonna be hitting pretty hard. Reduces damage received by 34%, and then for the first 4 turns, reduce it by 17%. So he has 51% damage reduction for the first 4 turns. Okay. Kind of wish that was just like what he had, but or like make this additional 17% just on super, so like he doesn't have it right away, but after he supers he has it. Perform an additional attack that has a high chance to be a super, during which in the turn, so he has to take an attack first to get this. Gain additional defense 17% per attack received, max of 170. He has to get hit 10 times. What the hell? Okay. Medium chance to perform a critical hit if there is a superclass enemy. Absorb key-based super attacks into this character and recover 34% damage as HP if HP is 70% or less at the start of the turn. So wait, does he just not absorb if HP is not 70% or less, or is the healing part when, because like if it's just the healing part, then whatever, but if he just straight up does not absorb key-based supers if HP is not 70% or less, then that is kind of ass. Again, I suck at reading details, but I don't know. And then he has a scouter if HP is 34% or less. You're probably never gonna see this. Like this is gonna be a once in a lifetime thing where it's gonna pop off and you're gonna be confused why the scouter is even up, because you kind of forgot that this part of his passive exists. Okay, he's definitely pretty good. I think he's definitely gonna need to take a lot of these hits in order for his defense to be competitive, even with the 51 brand. Like, obviously after he supers, like this is, he is a unit that's kind of in limbo of either being a slot 1 unit or a slot 2 unit, really, I'd say, because like when you first get him off right away, like he has no hits taken, he does have the 51% damage reduction, but you know, he's gonna be in slot 1, so he's not gonna super first either. If he takes a super attack from one of those big bosses, because you know you're gonna be at like those big bad boss or those big hard-hitting bosses at this point, because you're at least at turn 5, you're gonna take some damage. But if you manage to build this part of his defense up at least like halfway, and then you still have this extra damage reduction up, yeah, he's kind of like a mini Gamma 1, basically. And then especially if he super attacks first, and he can triple super, this guy is definitely, I think, you want to build like full additional, like as much additional as possible. Because if he triple supers, gets 50% defense 3 different times, and then he you know, has this damage reduction, he will be able to tank a lot of good bosses. So he is pretty good. Just looking at the details, I wouldn't say he's like a number 1 TUR, but I would probably say he's better than like Bardock and Yamcha, maybe. Like, we'll see. We'll see, because like this is really good. I really like, I like Super 17, but like it's just, you know, you're not gonna get Super 17 out for 5 turns, and you're gonna have this unit for 5 turns. So I don't know. We shall see. And then banner unit, Dr. Mew and Dr. Gero. So target Goku 130%. They get really raised defense, cost supreme. Attacking defense 150% start of turn. Attacking defense 100% when performing a super attack. So they're also a slot 2. I mean, they're support units, so you're gonna mainly float them. Target Goku Q1 attacking defense 30%. Gives target Goku category allies additional. So you support target Goku by 50% attacking defense when they collect key spheres. And it's for 2 turns, so it's kind of like Yajirobe, but not specifically like Yajirobe per se. There's an enemy whose name contains Goku. Gain an additional attack and defense 100%, guard against all attacks, and seals all enemy super attacks for HP 70% or higher. Huh, so they're against a Goku enemy. These guys are nuts because like they're supporting by quite a bit. They have a bunch of stats. They're gonna get guard. Like this is this is this is just like a support type unit that you can just flow off. So I mean, they'll do their job and they won't get you killed basically. So Link's prodigies, Thirst for Conquest, GT, Scientist, Nightmare, Fear and Fight, Fierce Battle. Link could be a little bit better, but categories: Target, Goku, Join Forces, Terrifying Conquerors, Battle of Wits. They're not on Super 17's 200%. Yeah, they're not on Android, so they don't get to do it. Okay. It's a bit interesting considering usually the banner unit that comes out with the unit is supposed to kind of work well with them. I don't know. Just interesting choice, I guess. Okay. Well, my overall thoughts, I guess, on these units is Super 17 himself, when you transform, is really good. But until you get to that point, it's kind of rough. And then the banner unit is pretty good, but if you're not going up against a Goku enemy, they probably could get tagged quite a bit, because if you're not going up against a Goku enemy, you're literally missing half of their passive, so I wouldn't recommend using them unless you're going up against a Goku enemy. So let's look at the data download from yesterday. Shout out to Proton for doing these threads as always. So we have this new promo movie showing off the active skill. I really like the OST from this active skill. And the active skill itself and all the animations look pretty sick in my opinion. So I mean, definitely a cool looking card. It's just kind of disappointing that we won't be able to use this guy for at least a couple of turns. Here's all the card arts. This is a pretty fire card art, like just completely badass. This card art is kind of sus because like look at Super 17 in the background, like he's all like, yeah, look at me. And then this is Super 17's card art. And then there's these guys' card art. Kind of funny holding the line and stuff. These guys are getting their ECAs. We should look at their details here in just a second. New Dokkan event. This is a new stage. So this is an interesting. So this is an easy area, and it's called the Universal Survival Saga Edition. So there might be more units getting added to this in the future. And it's kind of weird that they added a Universal Survival Saga easy area during a GT celebration. So we'll see what this might entail here in the future. So we got all this. New battlefield. Seems like there's gonna be probably a new story event because all these assets are being added. There is a new Prime Battle mission for LR Cell to get him. I think this is just basically just to Dokkan awaken him into an LR. This might mean I think this means basically that he's probably getting his EZA at some point, probably later in this celebration. So if you have not farmed this guy up yet, go ahead and farm him up just so you can get those 10 stones and those Kais. And there is new Legendary Goku event GT missions against diabolical villains and joint forces. Joint forces should be pretty easy. Diabolical villains might be a little hard. We'll go look at the categories here after this, but I think joint forces should be pretty easy. Alright. Now, let's go and look at these guys as EZAs. So, Pride Troopers EZA. Leader skill is meaningless. These guys do stack defense, and then they raise attack for 1 turn. Attack defense 110%, additional attack and defense 110%, perform an additional attack which has a high chance to become a super attack when there is at least one other Universe 11 in that same turn. They get another additional that has a high chance to be a super when all allies are Universe 11. They support Universe 11 up to 50%, and then they get 11% attack for every superclass enemy. Okay, so these guys are actually, I would say these guys, this is like really good. It's just, you know, the only problem is, I guess, is the Universe 11 team is not really good. If we go look right here, like, yeah, this is it. And I mean, like these guys are still kind of okay because they guard with a full Universe 11 team, but like, he's ass, I would say at this point. She's like, I think okay because she can at least like dodge and do other stuff, and she also supports kind of to an extent. Like, so she's kind of okay, but she's not gonna carry the team. Like, I guess this might be hinting that Jiren might be the easy A actually for this celebration. But again, I think even if Jiren here becomes an absolutely like busted card, he's not gonna be able to carry this category by himself either. So, like, I think we would need this guy to easy A. We would need a new we can definitely get a new dispo because this is a super speed mode dispo. We can get like just a regular dispo that maybe transforms or activates super speed mode basically. And then the same thing for Topo. I would say Topo can also get like a Dokkan Fest where he's just in this and then he transforms into the God of Destruction Topo. So like this team could be pretty good in the future. They could easy this unit also in the future. They're still okay just because they can guard and do other stuff like that, but they probably will need an easy at some point. And then, you know, this is not until the very far future, but this guy can also easy at some point. So, you know, this team can be pretty good. It's just a matter of fact, it's like, by the time all the things I just said would happen, would this unit still hold up is the only problem. Because like right now they can be pretty good because with the way their passive is built, they could quant super as long as you're on a full Universe 11 team. And you know, that's a quad stack of defense, and like they're supporting attack and defense 50% and key 2 to Universe 11, so it's pretty good. Like, they're definitely not bad, but it's just the only problem is Universe 11 itself is not the greatest. And then we have this easy for some reason. I've heard that this easy is not for the greatest, so let's take a look at this. So, greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Raise allies attack for 30% 1 turn. 50% chance of super transforming for more power. Launch super attack at 9 key when super attack level. So when you're at max super attack, they can super attack at 9 key, and then they then for them to be, it just hits so they have a 50% chance to get like a different animation with Marron, I guess, and then the super attack will hit a little harder. Okay, attack and defense 170%, minus attack and defense with each turn passes, max of 20%. High chance to evade enemy attacks starting from the 5th turn of battle. Attack and defense 50% with key is 9 or more. Perform an additional super attack when there is a youth category ally. Yeah, this is garbage. This is like actually horrible. I don't know. Like, I don't understand why this is here. Like, do we really need this in 2023? Units that are losing stats? Like, they already don't have enough stats as is, so it's like losing stats is even more horrible, but whatever. But that is it for the data download. Let's just go ahead and look at Harry Turney's Twitter real quick just to make sure that we are not missing anything else. Yeah, just new Battlefield, we already talked about this, promo movie, OST, these guys, ECA, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of all these units. I guess final verdict is they're okay. When they transform into Super 17, they're pretty damn good, I would say. They're really good if you're going up against a Goku enemy, otherwise don't bother. They're pretty good, but their team is garbage, so, you know, kind of sad. And then these guys are just kind of garbage in my opinion, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.